Scottie McClue, 9 o'clock on Wednesday evening. Nothing gets past me, and a very, very warm welcome to our Wednesday night phone-in. Now, you should be able to see the number in front of you. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and tap the bell. If you're on TikTok, welcome, 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 I say. Then follow me. And if you're on LinkedIn and Facebook Live, welcome. If you're on Twitch, welcome, welcome, I say. Scottie_McClue. Get watching on Twitch and DINKY-DOO. So lovely to have you all with us tonight. And here we go. We'll get the chat going and people could come on and have a right good chat. We like that. That's marvelous, that is. And of course, we'll be expecting you to phone in. So perhaps we'll get one or two people on the telephones as well. Now, who we got here? Tom has joined us. DINKY-DOO. Thank you, Tom. Welcome on the TikTok. Lahoub has joined us on the TikTok as well. Good evening, Lahoub. And thank you very much for all your wonderful common sense. Just to put you in the picture, folks, we did a morning phone-in this morning. And boy, was it good. So you should be able to see that. It's been uploaded and you should be able to get a hold of that as well. How amazing is that? Hello, all. Hello, Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. And a big DINKY-DOO to you. Welcome to Scottie McClue's Wednesday night phone-in. That's what it's all about, I always say. Hi, guys, says Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. Hopefully you'll come on tonight. How's your day, Scottie? Fabulous day. Good, says Lyric Guy. Absolutely, Lyric Guy. Good evening, Scottie. DINKY-DOO. Thank you, Lyric Guy. A very good evening to you. Can you say sorry about that? Sorry about what, can you? What are you sorry about? Let me see. There. Good to see you, sir. Absolutely, Lahoop. And you, sir. Wonderful stuff. Hi, Gaz. Hi, DINKY-DOO. Thank you, Suzanne. Always lovely to have you with us. Yo, says Thomas. Yo, Thomas. Excellent. That's what it's about. Now then, who have we got here? Good evening, Lord McClue, DINKY-DOO, James Gibb. Hi, Susan Shaw. Hi, Scottie. Hi, Susan. And a big DINKY-DOO to you. Yo, Scottie. I don't do mornings, says Neil O'Gorney. No, Neil, you don't need to, but I do. Just because I've got some time off work at the moment, so we're just trying different times of the day. Check your notifications for TikTok, says Kenya. Oh, excellent. Yes, indeed. Heidi, hi, Suzanne. DINKY-DOO, thank you, Jerry. Wonderful stuff. What's happening, says the big man. DINKY-DOO, the big man. Evening, La. Evening, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. And a very, very warm welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Now then, so Suzanne and Susan and everybody's having a chat amongst themselves. I have to watch that. You've been very busy today, so Suzanne. Yes, indeed, very busy. Indeed, excellent stuff. Right, let's just see what's happening with the old phones. Oh, the old dog and bone. We'll just see if there's anybody coming on there. Fantastic. Right, that's the phones open, guys. If anybody wants to call in, they're very, very welcome. Hello, Scottie. DINKY-DOO says, Joe. Good, Joe. You're back with us. What's the chat tonight, says Raza. So much to talk about tonight, Raza, and so little time to do it in. Let's see who's calling. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello?
It's Karim here.
Karim, well done, sir, for getting on.
Thank you.
That's excellent. Now, evening, Scottie, says Paul. Wonderful. I noticed some people have a chat amongst themselves on the chat.
They do on the YouTube.
On the YouTube, yes, amazing stuff. Absolutely. Here's a guy called the Big Man saying, can you do 9 star jumps? Why on earth would you ask TikTok's talk show host that?
I know, random stuff, Scottie.
Random nonsense, absolutely. Now then, what is happening? Eyes doing for a fool who's, as James Gibbs just said.
Well, Scottie, earlier on, for the people that didn't manage to hear you this morning,
yes,
we're talking, it was briefly, quite a few things again, but the first one was about the DC Comics Superman.
Yes.
If you remember, and basically they'll be changing him to bisexual.
Bisexual?
they were saying that people were talking about we shouldn't be calling him Superman. It should be super person.
No, Superman. I mean, has Catwoman to become cat person?
Well, true. Yes.
You know, it's all that. Have we to stop using Queen and King?
Well, I'm surprised that's not been mentioned yet.
You know, all that nonsense. I think we need to find out who is peddling this nonsense, and we then need to say you need to register it, and we find out what is actually going on. So you think you want to change something in the English language, you must register it with governments throughout the world, and you must go. You can't just go, you can't say that nowadays. So we've got to find out where all this is coming from, Kareem. I believe if somebody's changing stuff and it doesn't suit, if the rest of us are going to be criminalized for using a certain term, then we need to, it has to be done through the law, and we need to see the whole process. Totally transparent.
I agree with you, Scottie. Absolutely, 100%.
You know, that's what I think's got to happen, because you know, we just can't have this nonsense. Somebody saying, oh, today you can't say such and such. Who's told us that? Where's this come from?
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with you. The second thing, Scottie, I think I mentioned...
LaHoop says the world's gone mad. We need to fight back. The world's gone too soft. Bring back the gallows.
Well, I think this is the thing, Scottie. Everybody's fighting each other. You know, what's the saying? Conquer and divide?
Yeah, well, this is it. Divide and conquer. Yes, that's what the politicians want to do, because it's a mode of control. But I mean, why are people needing controlled in the first place?
Yeah, I agree.
D says it's getting out of hand. Superman it is, and should always be.
Yeah. Well, it makes you think of the character. Is it Lois? Who he has a crush on.
Lois Lane.
Yes, that storyline will have to change.
Yes, I used to go into the chip shop when I would come home from the television station, and in those days, apparently, I was quite presentable, and the girls at the counter in the chip shop used to call me Superman, and one of them came out one night and said, "What way are you going off?
Right.
How was I going to travel?"
Yeah.
Because the old joke is Superman was at the airport, his flight was delayed, so he had a few drinks. When he went up to the desk, the lady said, "Superman, I'm afraid you're too drunk to fly." He said, "I know, that's why I'm taking a plane."
That's a good one.
It's nice, isn't it? Lovely stuff. We like that. Somebody, Joel's just said, what about Batperson and Robin? What about that, Kareem? Hello? Are you there, Kareem? Hello, Kareem? He's still with me, as far as I know. He must just have lost the signal. I think you've lost the signal, Kareem. Do come back to us. Hi, Scottie. Love you, says Diane. Diane Moshan, lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo. There we go. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Hello? You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm just seeing what's going on here. Hello? Give us another call, Kareem. We'll see if we can get you back on. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie. It's Ebri.
Who is it?
Ebri.
Ebri, how lovely to hear from you. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, Scottie.
Ebri, we love all your feedback on the chat. Quality stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's basically that's what I was going to phone up and speak to you about, Scottie. So today, I'm phoned up to apologise, actually, today, about all the carry-on today. Usually I'm not the kind of person that would get involved in that chat. But I've seen it, a certain individual, you'll know who I'm talking about. You've seen a certain individual having a go at you today.
Yes.
And he's having a go at another lady from the community here.
Right.
Having a go at her. in a couple of weeks ago, and I watched that as well. And he had a go at another man in our community, and really, I'm not happy with it at all.
Well, I think nobody should be having a go at anybody on Scottie McClue's phone in. Yeah. Right? We don't mind a bit of banter. We don't mind something like that. But if I think we are talking about the same individual, then there was a lot of poison coming out. Yeah. And I was quite shocked at the way that individual had turned. Because that individual was going, oh, brilliant, Scottie, love it. And then he suddenly starts and he goes, you're absolutely nothing. I'm this and I'm that.
Yeah, that's why I commented today.
Yeah, now I thought to myself, I'm not sure this person's the full shilling.
No, I don't think he's right. I don't think this person is right.
Yeah.
I think the person needs help.
Yes, absolutely. And he was wanting banned because obviously he's embarrassed of himself. But I said, well, we don't have to ban you. We can leave you up as long as you like, you know.
He's completely embarrassed. That's what he's goading you into it. Is what he's doing.
Well, he'll not be goading McClue because McClue is not goadable.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a go at, as I said, it was a lady that's in our community. Having a go at her a few weeks ago, and she's been through a lot from what I hear.
Right.
And he was having a go at this lady.
And then he plays the victim. Is that right?
That's exactly. He's turning around and he's saying everyone is having a go at him. He's been the troll from the start.
Absolutely right. Well, I think, what do we do with this person? Do we send him down the Swanee?
I say down the Swanee, Scottie, down the Swanee.
Down the Swanee with him. Right, that's what will be happening if he appears again. He'll be down the Swanee.
Yeah.
And Eb, lovely to hear you, top man. Thank you for your call.
No problem, Scottie, anytime. DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO, quality stuff. Now then, fantastic. Who have we got to the telephones? If Superman becomes gay, I won't be climbing any skyscrapers, says Michael. Were you in the scullery, says James. We love that. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? There we go. That's it. We don't know who that is, so he's gone. Who's this? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello?
Hi, Scottie. How you doing?
Is that Kareem?
It is, yes.
Kareem, I wonder what happened. You just disappeared on me.
Sorry, I think my phone's playing up for some reason, Scottie.
Well, no, I think it was this morning, but it could have been either end. I was checking stuff and what have you here, so I wouldn't worry as long as you're back in touch with us.
Yes, no, I'm not driving like last night, so my phone's charged. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Anyway, don't worry. It could be absolutely fine. I think technology gets temperamental, Kareem.
Well, you'll know yourself, Scottie. A lot of the social media for the last couple of days has been down at certain times. Well,
I think that we might find there are more outages. I suspect there's something going on with the whole social media thing.
Yes. Well, they all own each other as well.
Yes.
Like Facebook and Snapchat and all these Instagram, etc.
Yes.
And actually, the other week when they all went down, TikTok was obviously not owned by them. That was the only one that was up and running.
Aha! You see, this is probably their worry because then the competition comes in.
Yes. Yeah.
So if there's going to be problems, people are going to say, "I'll just come off that platform." I
know. But Scottie, earlier on, I had, I'm trying to get a new front door.
Bring back wireless, says Raza Kareem. Yep. Bring back the radio, the good old solid state radio. And you see, radio did not collect any sort of data about you.
Yes, true.
Radio is just radio. It's for information, education, and entertainment. There's no... Hang on a minute, have they collected all my data,
True. When you do a search, like most common one, as you know, begins with a G.
Yes.
Search engine. I won't name the name.
Indeed. Well done, sir. Great. You are spot on for this show.
But there are other search engines that do not sell your data, and it is 100% for privacy.
Yeah.
And I was reading the internet, and I thought that's actually really good, because how many times have you been on social media, Scottie, where you might have been looking for, say, a door or a handle or a coffee machine, and you've just done a research, then it keeps coming up in your social media, you know, like a wee advert here.
Oh, yeah, you get a wee advert for it. The other one I slightly worry about is that you're talking to somebody and you say something, you know, you say, I'm not sure you can't get good oranges these days, and bang, the next thing, your social media saying, come to the fruit counter, you know.
Yeah, it's scary, some of the stuff that can happen.
But at the end of the day, Kareem, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, although they can sell data on and things like that, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because we're all just doing our own thing, you know.
Yeah, and you make the decision at the end of the day whether you're going to buy something or not.
Yeah.
They can pass it on. But I had earlier on, I want to get a new front door, UPVC.
Yes.
So I had a company come out, and I don't know if I'm going to go with them. I think they were so price-wise. However, what was interesting was what we were discussing, some of the things that's going to happen within the next few years. And he was talking about by 2025, I think I've mentioned this before, this is one of the things.
Yes.
They're looking at getting rid of combi boilers.
Yes, that's going to be the next thing, you know. But you see, all this is also great money-making stuff. It's all very well saying, oh, but we'll be so green, we'll be so green. But you see, green has a downside as well. We know electric cars, the big batteries, it means mining, exploitation, blah, blah, blah.
Well, see what he was saying, which was true. If you let's look at Maryhill, and you know Maryhill's a very, very long road.
Yes.
With lots of flats.
And you used to be able to buy a needle and an anchor.
Aye. Well, what's going to happen is, as they're trying to move, they want majority of people having electric cars within the next 15, 20 years. Now, can you imagine living in those tenements, those flats, with the amount of wires coming out of people's houses, trying to charge cars down in the street?
That's the big problem. I mean, even getting a parking space. When I lived in a tenement when I was, you know, younger, you know, not everybody had cars.
Yeah.
Now, everybody's got cars, and if you're not home by a certain time, you lose your parking space.
Oh, yeah. But can you imagine the wee nets, Scottie?
Oh.
Seeing all these wires coming out of people's houses and it over the pavement and the cars, did they having a field day?
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. I don't think it's all been thought through, to be honest with you.
But that was one of the things that he was saying. The next thing, which I had to laugh, he's saying what they're wanting is now, instead of having your heaters in the wall, the next thing is like having these hot water pipes heating under all your floorboards. This is going to be the next big push. Now, at the moment, it will cost you £15,000, but he says the government is giving you a grant of up to £6,000. But I still thought, that's still a hell of a lot of money.
That's still 9,000 quid, and nobody's going to have that kind of money around because our savings aren't worth anything, and mortgages are going to go up, interest rates will go up, inflation's going up, so your salary is going to be worth less. You're going to be paying more. Who's come up with this plan? They need to stand up and be counted.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, for that underground heating system to work, you need a pump attached to your house.
A heat pump. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I don't think, I think people have, there's great ideas, but I don't think practically, you know, the guy did turn around and say, see if you have your house insulated, if it's warm and it keeps the heat in, it means your combi boiler will not switch on, it will be off for such a long time, the house will be nice and warm. That's much better for the environment instead of all these big changes.
I think absolutely. Kareem. Yeah, that makes total sense.
I know this is a bit different from my normal.
Although the tenements have come a long way, because a lot of them, I still had it in my tenement, even after it was done up, coal fires.
Yeah.
So the tenements were all coal fired, and then latterly they were gas lighting.
Yeah. They want to get rid of gas. They want to get rid of oil. Basically, they really want to try and get rid of anything that's going to be fossil fuel.
But every town, you see, Kareem, had what we called the gasometer, the gasometer. Used to be a huge one beside the M8, and this provided the gas for the towns. Town gas it was called. Then it went on to North Sea gas. See, your problem with energy, if you think about it, where do you store it? Now, if you've ever had oil central heating, you've got an oil tank. You pay for that before it comes in. So you're ahead with your bills. Because they'll not deliver the oil unless you pay for it. So that's it. Now, oil heating, absolutely fantastic. But again, you're into fossil fuels. Coal, wood burners was a great thing at one point. Out in the country, everybody was burning wood because you could pick up fallen wood. What they're trying to do now is make sure that you don't control your own costs.
Right, okay.
So you want to keep warm, you pay someone else. I mean, when I lived out in the country, I remember the landlord saying, are you wanting a bin of logs, Scottie? It's 10 a bin. I thought a bin was a dustbin. He came up with a tractor filled to the gunnels and said, where do you want them? And I said, oh, just at their back door there. And that was me, had my log fires for the whole winter for about a tenner.
Wow, and that was you.
You know, now I had to light them myself and I had to go and get logs and I had to try and keep the place warm. And one night I was sitting and there was this terrific bang, 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 bang. And I stayed out in the middle of nowhere. So the nearest house was a good bit away. I thought, what on earth's happening? It was quite a fright because there wasn't a sound. Anyway, next thing is I find out there's an old back boiler in the fire that heated the water. And the banging was the fact that when I turned on my hot tap in the bathroom, virtually steam came out. Because I didn't know about this boiler. And these boilers, you had a thing called the damper. So you could switch it off so it wasn't heating the water anymore. It was just the heat was going up the chimney. Or you could switch it so that all the fire flames went into the back where this wee boiler boiled away.
Wow, right.
And somebody would say, Andy, wanting a bath. So if you were visiting and say, when are you going home, Kareem? I was going to go up the road at 9 o'clock. What's the time? 20 to 8. Are you wanting a bath, Kareem? Because there's plenty of hot water.
Well, there you go. I remember, Scottie, I think you mentioned a couple of weeks ago that what they used to do back in the day is that areas would look after themselves when it comes to energy.
Yes.
Like they would, and I think, could that happen again? But would the energy companies allow that to happen?
Well, no, they probably wouldn't allow it because they'd have bought all the local people out. You see, to be honest with you, originally it would be a political thing with a small p. So the gas board and the power company would really be effectively nationalized. So your local gas board would be probably under local politics, probably part of the council. The water board, so you had things like the waterworks. So you would go up each town, like Greenock, they had Loch Tom and the Kelly Cut. And they had a beautiful, beautiful water supply. And you could go up to the water department and see them testing the water and trying it out. And, oh, it's fabulous.
Right.
So you had things like that. Then also you had the gas board. And then you had the electricity board, who were things like the South of Scotland Electricity Board, the North of Scotland Hydroelectric Board.
Right.
So you had these local boards represented by worthies who would decide on the price and probably be quite fair to the people. Then somebody obviously came in with a bright idea. Let's privatize these companies, buy them off the councils. The councils will be delighted to get rid of them. And then we can run it ourselves and we can charge what we like.
Yeah. I know the government has put a cap. They're not allowed for all the gas and electricity companies until February, is it? They're not allowed.
Yeah, but the cap is quite high as far as I believe.
Yeah, at the moment.
And that's your problem.
Yeah. Okay. I just thought, I know this is normal because I normally have political stuff, but I just thought it was quite interesting.
No, very interesting. Kareem, the whole thing's interesting because we are obviously after Brexit on an economic precipice, and then that's been exacerbated by the pandemic. But it's the way the politicians are handling it. And it looks like there's a lot of people saying, how much can we charge for this? Because they're wanting to recover as well. How much can we charge for this and get away with it? And how can we screw the people?
Well, you know yourself, Scottie, that when things start to go up in price, then other sectors, businesses start to complain because people are not spending. If they're having to make, the disposable income, like the shopping centres, etc., they are going to get hit because people are not going to be spending much money there. That's going to have a knock-on effect with the goods going to these shopping centres and so forth. So I think there's going to be probably within the next 6 months. Christmas time, I always think just now people are kind of panicked.
Oh, we've lost Kareem again. You're live in Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
It's Jerry.
Jerry, how lovely to hear from you. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo.
What's happening? I don't know what happened to poor old Kareem there, but anyway, we've got you on.
Yes, but what's happening to Kareem? He just seems to just pass out.
I don't know. He just disappeared, la.
La. Yes, just talking about the old coal fires and that.
Yes.
I was driving from Glasgow to Edinburgh.
As you do.
As I do. And I seen a wee chimney when the smoke coming out of it. It was like a wee miner's house. And I thought, oh, that's nice.
It's lovely, a wee coal fire. You don't see them, but as far as I know, you can still have them, but it's smokeless.
Aye, but what about, do you get these in the stores? The coal?
Do you get what, sorry?
The coal, the smokeless coal, do you buy that in these stores?
Yes, well, I mean, the coalman would deliver it if you can find a coalman. Most of them go out of business because the houses are on the gas.
Because it's just funny to see a wee trickle of smoke coming out, and I thought...
quite nice. Every single house in Scotland would have had a smoking chimney.
Years ago. And they all back-to-back. Remember that?
Well, with the back-to-backs, it was the only way you could keep warm, Jerry.
And heat for water.
Yes.
For the bath.
For the bath. Right. Absolutely. The back boiler.
How's the morning programme going?
The morning programme has been outstanding. I mean, obviously the numbers aren't huge because A, people are working, and B, everybody doesn't know about it. The only thing, if I had the money to advertise the show across YouTube, we would see a huge difference.
Good.
And we will get there, though, because eventually, somebody paid me a compliment once and said, you can't keep a good man down and talent will out.
Well, there you are.
So that was a nice thing to say, Jerry.
That's good.
To
hear from you.
I don't know how true it is in my case, but it was a very nice thing to say.
That's good. And I hear you earlier saying that us having a wee chit-chat amongst each other, we get into a row.
Oh, no, you're not getting into a row at all. It's just I have to look and say, well, that's no for me. That's them talking to themselves. So there's a wee show. There's a wee show going on within a show,
I don't feel left out.
I'm looking down and it says something like, you are such a lovely guy. And I'm going, thank you, Jerry. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. It's Jerry that's a lovely guy, no me.
That's good. It's good to hear you.
No, lovely to hear us. And we only had one person cutting up rough earlier.
Well, I was hearing from that other guy who says he's from Wales, but he's on the moon, I think, now. I think he's tuned to the moon, Jerry. I'll tell you, guess what was good to see? That the guy from Star Trek going to space.
Oh, fabulous! At 90.
Fabulous.
At 90. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Wonderful. There's hope for all of us.
Aye, sometimes I think I'm on the moon.
Well, I think you are myself sometimes. Somebody said the other day, they said, Scottie, how much would you pay to go to the moon? I says, not over a $5.
Aye, that's good. Brilliant to speak to you again.
Lovely to hear you, Jerry, and Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo.
Top man, that's our Jerry. That's excellent. Kareem's passed out with these terrible jokes, Scottie, says Jerry. We love it. Who have we got here? You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Ha! Oh! How are we, matey? Ha!
Those terrible calls they're terrible. They're terrible.
What's terrible?
They're so boring.
Who is?
Oh, I think I want to. Padre.
Yes, what are you talking about?
The thing is that the whole thing is buggered up. Sorry to say the word.
Language, come on, we're guests in people's houses. Nobody knows what you mean by the word up.
Right, I get that.
Yes, so come on, less of it. Let's just take it down a notch, Padre.
I'll do that. I'll do that just now.
Thank you, Padre.
Because the problem is the conversations and the people that are coming on are quite simply thick.
Who's thick?
Thick. They're all thick.
So you're saying that all my callers are thick?
They are thick. They are thick.
Now, what's your definition of thick?
Non-intelligent, don't have any degrees.
Right, I've just spoken to a man with a string of degrees there. Highly intelligent.
No, you shut
Nah.
No, listen.
I think you're digging yourself a hole here, matey boy.
Just let retract just now, okay? Let's retract.
This better be good.
Right, okay. We've got some good callers. Yes, I
good.
Agree.
Better. You're doing better. You're getting out of the hole that you dug yourself there.
No, listen. I have followed you.
Yes.
Since Scott FM.
Right. 25 years. No, yeah, sorry, 27 years.
You were the legend.
Yes. I am a legend. No, none of your were.
Okay. But
that was something the half-wit was saying today. He was saying you've had your day, you're finished, you're all that rubbish. What point is he making? What's he doing joining me on the internet if he doesn't want to?
Oh no,
See?
I'm going to retract the argument and say to you that there's a lot of people that would actually, I think, benefit from your wisdom and knowledge if we went for Go Radio. Go Radio is by Willie Hockey.
Right, we're not going into details, personalities, radio stations, none of that.
Right, excuse me.
No, we're not going into any of that. We're not discussing other radio stations.
I think.
This is the internet phone-in, the word being internet phone-in, internet phone-in. We are on the internet and we're going to accept applause or derision on our merits.
But Scottie, I'm just trying to say to you that I think that what's happening is that your talent, ability, recognition from the 90s should be bounced back onto platforms, as Lord Willie Hockey and everyone else. I think that it should be recognised as that what you have done to national radio in Scotland should be a credit. Although I still think you're a dickhead.
Oh, off you go. There we are. Absolute red card. Red card. Let's have it. Red card. There's a white one just now. Yes, indeed. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Hello.
Hello.
Paul.
Paul, lovely to hear you.
Paul.
Paul.
Do you want independence?
Do I want independence? I think Scotland would do well economically on its own. That's what I think. So there we are. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty. How are you?
How are we doing? Who's that?
Thomas from Glasgow.
Thomas, how lovely to hear from you. Dinky-Doo.
How are you?
We're very well. Well, apart from the fact I've just been called something.
Oh, that's not very nice.
That wasn't very nice at all. Mr. Goatface has just sent me TikTok, so I'm feeling better.
You know, I was actually thinking, see how people do FaceTime.
You talk absolute sense, Scotty, says Betty Joe. TikTok Face has sent me 5 red roses.
Oh, that's good.
That's beautiful. Now, what were you talking FaceTime?
See, FaceTime, it'd be good if you could do FaceTime and then get to put the face with the name in it. That'd be a good bit.
Well, you can see it right now. I mean, I don't know what you're watching on.
I've got you on YouTube.
Well, YouTube, you'll be able to see me, yes?
Yeah, I've got you on YouTube. I've got you on...
And have you subscribed and tapped the bell?
I'd sit with this, Scotty.
Good man. That is so good of you. It's appreciated because we need to get the numbers up.
Yes, it's good to see you on in the morning.
Yes, I thought we'd try the mornings and it's gone very well.
That is good, and you're actually doing well, Scotty.
Do you think we should do one tomorrow morning?
I think you should do, yes.
10 o'clock the best time.
Yeah, 10 o'clock will be fine for everybody, I think.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning for a live phone-in, same as we're doing tonight.
Yes.
I say to you, Dinky-Doo, I thank you for that.
Not a problem, Scotty. See you soon, mate.
Dinky-Doo, Thomas. See you soon, Lara. Well done. You're live on Scotty's phone-in. Who's that?
Hello, Jen, Scotty. It's Matthew Dean again.
Matthew, how lovely to hear from you, and Dinky-Doo.
That guy was absolutely shocking. I've been watching you all day during the live, and that is really inappropriate behaviour.
That was very inappropriate. He was well out of order.
No, totally inacceptable behaviour. It should not be allowed.
Yes, absolutely. It shouldn't be allowed. You can't talk to McClue like that.
I know, mate. It's really, really cheeky and very arrogant. It's not very nice.
Very, very arrogant. Anyway, there it goes. He's away doing the Swanee now.
Good. That's very good. Because it's not very, very nice to people unpleasant names.
I think anybody that causes disharmony on here should get a lifetime ban.
I know.
Because people have been through enough. I mean, folks say I've changed, but the world has changed a bit as well. And I think people are needing a lot of encouragement now.
Yes.
You know, I think that's important.
Yes.
And the phone-in, that's why we're doing the phone-in. And everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch, everybody on LinkedIn, and everybody on Facebook is saying they're loving it.
Yes, I am loving all your shows.
Perfect. I thank you for that.
Good. But I am watching back every night when you've been on your page. I always watch them back. And I always pick out all the best parts as well.
Oh, there's some great people on there. And some of these are fabulous calls. And you know, you can get them. You can say, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean, there's now 1,900 videos on YouTube. So we should be into like 50,000, 60,000 subscribers.
Wow.
You know, so these people need to get their act together. I've got something like, I think is it 2,500 subscribers, 2,800. That should be 5, 10, 15, 20,000 already.
Uh-huh.
We've been going for 6 weeks now.
Mm-hmm. I think the Lost Fires are amazing. The heat from are absolutely amazing because when you put a log on
and when it gets up to a certain temperature, the heat's lovely.
Oh, the heat's fabulous. An open fire, very hard to beat. Somebody's just said that. Lahub has just said an open fire is hard to beat. What about that?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm.
And there's Joel saying, silly question, get them doing the Swanee.
Yes, correct.
So that's what we'll do with the nutcases. Lovely to have you on, and a good dinky-doo to you.
Dinky-doo to you, pal. So I'll phone you back tomorrow again.
Phone us back tomorrow for a wee chat, and we'll just have a nice wee blether now and again.
Yes, pal. What happens when you finish the phone-ins? How do we contact you again? Do we contact you still on the same number?
Yeah, because we'll still be going. I don't think we'll finish the phone-ins. I think we'll keep them going in some shape or form.
Aye, because I'll be saving your number anyway to my phone.
Good man. We'll not be able to do the mornings next week, but we can do the evenings.
Okay.
And we think Monday to Thursday, 9 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, 10 o'clock.
Cool.
Cool stuff. And dinky-doo la.
Dinky-doo to you, pal. Thank you, mate.
Top man. Ta-ra now. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
I apologise.
Oh, matey, what on earth? Where were you going with that?
Sorry.
That was shocking. That you've upset the people. You nearly got a lifetime ban.
Yep.
You were nearly put down the Swanee.
Yep, I was in Cumbernauld and going to the Glasgow Airfield today for some inspections and then flying out to Frankfurt. So I do apologise, but...
were you going to your Schloss?
Yes.
Right.
I was
Guys, this man's loaded. He's got a Schloss in Austria.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, many years ago. And we go back a long time, buddy boy.
We do, buddy boy, but you lost it there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I got my mi dispiace, which means I'm sorry in Italian.
Yes, mea culpa, mea mega culpa.
But the thing is, buddy, I watch your show every single night. I love it. I tune in. You are a pillar of the Scottish. Oh, fantastic. But.
Now be careful.
Yep.
Don't say that word again. There's a lifetime ban. I'll leave you to think about it. There we go. Right, he's off. But he did come back and apologise. That's something in his favour, I think. Do you smoke Quacky Becky, says Jono. Jono, you must not assume other people have your lifestyle. So there we go. Get him doing this one, eh? So there we are. Now, what do we got here? Mark says you've no money because you're all subsidised by your superior neighbours, the English. No, Mark. Wrong on 1,000 counts. Scotland subsidises Westminster. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, John. Sentence him to the Swanee. Get him down the Swanee. I love Irish people. Everybody loves Irish people. Scotty, and there we are. You're spot on in YouTube. This man was on yesterday as a pest. Get him banned, Scotty. Fantastic. Hang up on him. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Dinky-Doo, Scott.
Ah, Glenn Dinky-Doo, how are you?
I'm not so bad, thank
you. Are you all right? What did you think of that guy on there?
You and him were well together.
Yeah, very strange, isn't it?
Yeah,
Here's somebody says you should do a Scottie McClue special quiz night.
Definitely, yeah. You've got a good you've got a good rapport between you and Numpty.
No, that wasn't Numpty. That's somebody else.
Not Numpty. Sorry, I apologise, Numpty, for calling you in.
Yeah, absolutely. Numpty will be all upset with you now.
Yeah. What's his name? I was just being on.
Professor Numpty. That was Matey Boy.
Matey Boy, yeah.
Matey Boy.
How long do you two go back then, Scott?
Well, he's been phoning me for years and years and years. He's an outstanding international musician.
Nice one.
You know, and but I think he just loses it a bit sometimes when it gets too much for him. Probably too much music in his head.
a bit eccentric at times.
Well, if he can sit down and play Handel's Cuckoo and the Nightingale, you know,
it's going to get to him, isn't it?
it's going to suddenly just all spill over, isn't it?
The best composers went a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Vodka's giving it LMAO on here.
It's like I said, it's a good show anyway, guys.
Hey, Glenn, it's been pretty good. We did this morning, outstanding. And somebody turned nasty on us. Did you hear about that?
Remind me, Scott.
Well, no, somebody that was in the chat just suddenly cut up rough.
I think they're just going through a bad time, aren't they?
Well, he was good. Must be going through a pretty bad time to have a go at Scottie McClue. There's a lovely person called UR1273 says, how have I just found this?
Scottie, your back's broad though, isn't it?
Oh, my back's broad, for goodness sake, Glenn. Do you not remember the things I got called in Sheffield?
Oh, unbelievable.
Why don't you get yourself back to Scotland? I said, because you will be without an education.
You're fed off that though, didn't you? Absolutely, Scottie, come on.
I said, I cannot leave you Yorkshire people on your own. You need me. How are you going to get through life?
It's a pity it can't go back to how it used to be, innit?
Oh, that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But remember, it was, you know, such a huge setup. And you could advertise it. The radio stations used to advertise it all day. Don't forget, Scottie McClue's on at 10 o'clock sharp tonight. Give Scottie a phone.
On the magic megaphone.
Yeah, the magic megaphone in. Absolutely. Dinky-Doo, everybody.
So that's why you can't do advertisements and that.
Well, I just can't afford it on here because this is a one-man band. But if we get big enough, you know, somebody might want to advertise and back us. Once that happens, we can advertise the phone in and get even bigger.
So are you just keeping it just on YouTube and?
Well, yeah. Well, at the moment, you know, we're just on 4 platforms, but that could change. I mean, the restreaming organization says they can do up to 30 platforms.
Oh yeah.
You know, now if we've got a full switchboard right now, which I have, since you came on, I've had to turn down 12 other calls.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's all right. What about this? Betty Joe, keep Glenn on, Scottie. He's better than a sleeping tablet.
Brilliant.
They're harsh, aren't they?
Oh, fantastic.
You know, and there's the wonderful Lahoob, and Joel is back with us.
You don't back to those kind of people, do you?
No, we don't bother with any of that, Glenn.
I mean, Scottie, it's better than sounding like chalk going down the chalkboard, isn't it?
It's what, La?
It's better than squeaking on a chalkboard, and you know, when you put that annoying squeaky noise down with your nails squeaking down.
Oh, I used to squeak down the phone at them, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that annoying squeaking.
Yeah, we used to annoy them. We used to give them all that.
These people probably sound like that. That's probably why they just winding us up.
There's Craig M saying, thinking of giving you a ring. Well, stop thinking, Craig, and give us a ring. Glenn, I'm going to have to dash, La. You take care. We're up to 15 calls. Bless you.
Bless you, Scottie. Dinky-Doo,
Dinky-Doo, La. Love you lots. There we are. Top man is Glenn. Scottie, this mad, brilliant idea should be printed on money notes. Yay! You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Hello?
Please be quiet. People, the passport of the internet is speaking.
Everybody be quiet. Who have we got, sorry?
It is Mr. Dillon.
Mr. Dillon, how lovely to hear from you. Dinky-Doo.
You call me Boré.
How lovely to have you with us, Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, how are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you for coming and joining us. Are you enjoying the show?
You can never not enjoy the show, Scottie.
That is so good of you to say that.
I have a question for you, Scottie.
Go on, La.
There is a very controversial question, but it's not a bad question. Do not worry. Do not scare yourself.
Do not pass go. Do not collect £200.
What is your thoughts on the Communist Manifesto?
Haven't read it since 1917. Right, to the telephones, everybody. Dinky-Doo. It's maybe changed since then. Now, what do we got here? How dare these people troll the wonderful Scottie McClue? It's a disgrace. Thank you very much. Lovely to have you on. Lahoob, you're very, very kind. Guys, we've only got 10 minutes. Don't waste a second. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. It's Owen.
Owen, how lovely to hear from you. Dinky-Doo.
DINKY-DOO, Owen.
Dinky-Doo, Owen.
You, Owen. I'm Owen.
Yes, you're Owen. You're certainly Owen.
How's your day been, Scott?
My day has been absolutely outstanding, and thank you for asking. You're very kind. Right, to the telephones, guys. We're very, very busy tonight, but we want to get everybody on. We've only got another 9 minutes, so I want to use it well and use it wisely. Fantastic stuff. It's been an incredible phone-in tonight, just wonderful, and very, very busy on the calls. TikTokers, you are outstanding. So many lovely, lovely people on here. Dinky-Doo Scottie, says Alex. Right, who's this? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Mr. McClue. It's me, myself.
Professor Numptyhead. You're an orphan from the storm. What's it like the night?
Who did you think it was? The man on the moon?
The man on the moon. Listen, are you talking William Shatner?
Oh, yeah, he went to space. I heard he's 90-year-old.
90-year-old up to space. You can't beat it.
That's why he retired.
There you go. Well, there you go. May the force be with you.
Well, Scottie, Scottie, you know that Scottie's ashes are in space.
Who's in space?
Scottie's ashes for Star Trek.
Oh, is that right?
Aye.
Wow.
Scottie teamed up William Shatner.
Yeah. Oh, what are you like, for goodness sake?
I'm not just a bright spark, you know.
You're not just an athlete. You absolutely right. That's Professor Numptyhead. Guys, we've got 8 minutes to the telephones as quickly as possible, and let's hear from as many of you as we can. Can everybody share the platforms? If you're on YouTube, subscribe and tap the bell. We need to get your notifications out when we go live. We're thinking of doing 10 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning, so you should be coming on there as well. To the telephones as quickly as possible. I'm so sorry, says Charlie. No problem. The squeeze box, Scottie. We'll maybe get the squeeze box for you. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Dinky-Doo.
Hello, Dinky-Doo. Who's that?
It's Martin's partner.
Martin's partner. How lovely to have you with us. Is Martin with you?
Yeah, hello, Dinky-Doo. How are you? I am back again.
You're back, Martin. Good for you. That was excellent. And nice to hear your partner there. Well done.
Yes, good. That's good.
That's good.
How's your phone calls coming along? Good?
Oh, fantastic. Have you been listening tonight, Martin?
Yes, but that last phone call was me.
Right. Oh, that's all right. Don't you worry about that. Listen, it's lovely to hear you. I'm not going to be able to chat long because they're all piling in here. And we've only got 6 minutes.
I'll phone you again tomorrow, mate.
Phone us tomorrow morning, Martin. Take care of yourselves and Dinky-Doo.
Okay.
There he goes. That's our Martin. Excellent stuff. If you've been ringing and redialing and redialing to the telephones as quickly as possible. You're watching the internet phone in with Scottie McClue. We are moving into week number 6. Never, ever, ever miss a second. On TikTok, set your notifications. Let me know when Scottie McClue goes live. All right, follow us as soon as you come on. When is this on? You are? I don't know where you're watching. That we are in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The phone-in is on Monday to Friday, 9 till 10. Then Friday and Saturday, 10 till 11. Join us then. Get onto YouTube, subscribe and tap the bell. You're live in Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
You always apologize. Don't you dare cut me off.
Right, off he goes. To the telephones as quickly as possible. We're very, very busy. You're live in Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie. It's Kareem.
Oh, Kareem, my goodness me. Thank you for coming on. You've saved the day. I've had so many numpty hoods on.
Listen, I don't know why my phone keeps cutting out. I just wanted to phone quickly to say that person earlier on that insulted you, I don't really know, but I really think he must have some form of mental health issues.
I think we might have, so we'll just go a bit easy with him because he's going he's blowing hot and cold.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell when you hear him speak, at times he's struggling, and then he's getting agitated, and then he's calling other people names. So,
Jim, when you say hear him speak, do you mean on the chat?
No, on the phone call, the person that called you a Richard head earlier on.
Oh, right. Oh, that one, yes. You think he might have problems, yes. Well, he's just phoned and done. He's not about being cut off. No, this was another one we were talking about who's been causing trouble on the chat, Kareem.
Oh,
so I think you'll know who I mean.
It's not to name names, but it's the person that thinks they're always right.
Yes. Yes, apart from me, I think I'm always right, but then I am. So, but I don't think it's me we're referring to. Yeah, he's trying to challenge and thinking he knows more than the rest of us. I don't think so.
Yeah, but
you know, Kareem, if I was genuinely wrong about something, I'd be the first to admit it. Now, what he said today, he brought up narcissism. Usually when somebody brings that up, they're suffering from it.
Yes.
Otherwise, why would you particularly have an interest in that condition?
Yes. No, I totally agree. I know who you're talking about, and obviously with the guy that I was discussing earlier on, Matey Boy as well. I'm quite concerned about him actually when you hear him speaking.
When you hear him talking.
You know.
So just soft pedal with Matey Boy.
Yes. I don't know. I just feel like when he's quite insulting one minute and quite very charming the next, and then everyone else is boring. But you know, I do feel he might have some form of mental health. And if he's listening, we're all sending you love and positive.
We're sending him love, yes, and nobody on here is thick.
Yeah, no. Listen, I don't like that phrase because see, at the end of the day, you do not need a qualification to say that you're smart or intellect.
Correct.
You have experience. Now, I know that kind of contradicts what I suggested about education, about society, but at the end of the day as well, it's what you pick up in life, it's how you contribute to society, and at the end of the day, nobody's sick that phones here. Everybody has a special talent.
Absolutely. Couldn't have put it better myself, Kareem. Listen, we're just about out of time. I'm going to have to say goodnight to the beautiful TikTokers.
I'll say good night as well and let another person come on.
Bless you.
Scottie, thank you.
Night, Kareem. We'll be on in the morning if you can spare a minute.
Absolutely. DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO. Night, la. There we are. That's our Kareem. Fantastic. Guys, thank you to all the fabulous TikTokers tonight. Thank you for your lovely gifts. We've got 4,500 likes. Outstanding. And we will get a tune in the squeeze box at a future date. So there we go. So we'll say goodnight to the beautiful TikTokers. Adios. Good night, Scottie. Good night. Thank you, Jeannie, for your beautiful TikToks. Night, lads. Right, there's our TikTokers gone. Beautiful, beautiful people. Off to the telephones. You're live and Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. It's Raymond from Falkirk.
Raymond from Falkirk. Who are we the next?
Not too bad, pal. Not too bad.
Lovely to hear you, pal. Lovely to hear you.
I'm a wee bit worried about that nice lad, Kareem.
Yes. What about Kareem?
Everything to heart, and he's overly concerned in himself about everybody that's phoning in.
Yeah, well, he's the genuine article. He's obviously just a very caring person.
He is.
Yes. And we can't fault that, Raymond.
Don't take it to heart, Kareem.
Don't take it to heart.
I'll tell you, with the space team, there's been a few spacemen on the phone tonight.
Oh, there's been a few spaced out men on the phone tonight.
You're right there.
Raymond, you take care of yourself.
DINKY-DOO.
Night, la. All the best. There we are. That's our Raymond from Falkirk. And we are out of time, guys. What a beautiful, beautiful phone in tonight. I can't thank you enough. It has just been outstanding. Tremendous stuff. Thank you for getting the figures up as well. Really, really appreciate it. You can do more for me if you don't mind, just but a little bit of sharing, just a few clicks by following me on TikTok, by following me on Facebook, by coming and joining us on LinkedIn if you're a business person, by subscribing and tapping the bell on YouTube. Beautiful stuff. There we are. Thank you. You can't see a great deal of me there. Does that look better? Give you just a wee night-night picture. That's it, like. God bless. Ta-ra, lads.